Good day, folks. Welcome back to another time video. Today we're going to tie up a bit of an old school Chironomid pattern. I'm kind of a big fan of tying these patterns, and I do fish them quite often, believe it or not. There's a reason they've been around for so long, and there's something about natural materials that just sometimes can't be beat. So this one is inspired by a post from Brian Chan of a couple old Jack Shaw patterns. Read the book from Mr. Shaw. It's pretty interesting, and it'll give you a good insight as to what things were like before all the synthetics came out. So it's pretty neat. Anyways, we'll go ahead and get started. I've got some brown olive UTC 70, and I've got a size 14 Togans curved nymph hook. So I'm just going to get my thread started on the hook here, and I've just got some small size copper wire, and I'm going to tie this in for my rib. Get that tied in, and then just come up and leave yourself a bit of room for our thorax up front here. So you can kind of leave yourself about, I'd say, a quarter of the hook shank, roughly, for your thorax. And here I'm just building my taper. So now I've got, this is just a peacock quill, and all I do is just kind of grab it and rake it in my fingers there, and that will clean up all the fibers off of it and then make it nice and smooth. Use that to make the body. So just tie that in, and then with touching wraps, I will bring this up the shank. Let's see, there's a couple fibers still on this quill at the end, but it's not a big deal. Singe those off later with a lighter. So right up to where I left my thread, I'll tie off that quill, trim it out of there, grab this wire, and just segment the body like I would any other chrony. Unwind that real quick. See if I can get rid of those fibers there. Get that rib dialed in there. Tie that wire off. That looks pretty good. Just cover that up and try to keep this nice and smooth. So now I'm going to take some pheasant tail, probably 8 or 10 or so pheasant tail fibers, and I'm just going to tie those with the tips facing forward. Cinch that down, try to keep them centered up on top. Pull that over, looks good. Wrap this back. Trim out the excess. Trying again to keep this thorax area smooth if I can. So now I'm going to use Uni-Stretch for this. If you have it, you can use ostrich. I believe white ostrich roll is probably what the original uses. Not 100% sure of that, but I think it would be a pretty close guess. And now I've got another strip of peacock curl that I'm going to tie in just behind where I tied my gills in. And I just tied those in and figure 8 wrapped them there. So we're going to finish the fly right here. So I'm just going to pull my thread back, leave it right there. And then I'll wrap this furl so it's flared out, nice and fluffy. Just go forward and back to where I left my tying thread there. And I'll just capture that. A couple wraps. And just hold snug to that. And you can pull it right out of there. Okay. And now I'm going to take these pheasant tail fibers and just pull them right over the top. Throw a couple wraps in. Come in here. Trim that out. Give my bobbin a little bit of a spin. And just cover up those pheasant tail butts. Just like so. Just to make whip finishing easier, come in here, pull those gills straight up, and they get cut nice and even on both sides. And then a couple turns of a whip finish. And that's it. So, super slick little pattern. Really a fairly easy tie, but you can see that peacock curl just shines. And then the body, when you look at it close, it's really got neat segmentation because it's got the peacock, the stripped peacock underneath, and then the copper wire up top. It looks pretty awesome. So that's all there is to it. That is my take on a Jack Shaw original. Hopefully I did it some justice, and I was just going off the picture from what I seen. I didn't have a recipe, so hopefully that's as close to the original as I think it is. So that's all there is to it. Thanks very much for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't. And until the next one, cheers and tight lines.